Have you ever been outside playing with your dog and they just finished doing their business, and then they take a few steps back, plant their feet, and kick up a bunch of dirt? Well, I've been asked this question so many times over the years that I decided to do some research and find out why do dogs kick their feet after pooping. So let's go ahead and dive into this. I'm a veterinarian, and this is my channel. And before we get into the video, if you would like to support the channel, please consider supporting us through the link in the description. We really appreciate it. Well, there's actually a couple different reasons that dogs may be kicking their feet after defecating. So let's go ahead and talk about those. The first thing that comes to mind when a dog kicks its feet after pooping is that they're trying to bury their poop. This behavior is most commonly observed in dogs who are not fully potty trained or puppies, who are still learning where they should go to the bathroom. Dogs use their sense of smell to tell them whether or not an area is suitable to defecate in. So if you have a puppy and you not quite sure why they going in certain areas, put a little bit of dirt in that area and see if that helps dissuade them from going there in the future. Also, as a side note, if you having issues with your dog going in certain areas that you don't want them to go in, check out the link in the description below for a video all about how to stop your dog from doing that. Now, if your dog is fully potty trained and still kicking their feet after pooping, it could be because they're uncomfortable. A dog who is constipated or has diarrhea can often be seen kicking their feet after they poop. If you notice this behavior in your dog, you should take them to the vet. It could be that they have something called megacolon, or another condition in which the colon gets enlarged. Dogs who have megacolon will often defecate smaller, more frequent stools than normal, and some dogs may even hold their ground and refuse to defecate at all. Some other signs that your dog may be constipated or having issues with their colon include straining during defecation, blood in the stool, and even weight loss. Another reason a dog may kick their feet after pooping is that they're trying to remove parasites from their rear end. Most dogs will groom themselves by using their tongues and their teeth to clean themselves. But it's not uncommon to see flies and other insects around the anus of a dog, especially in the summer months. Dogs kick their feet after pooping to try and dislodge these parasites from their rear end. Now, this usually only happens in dogs who live outside or have access to the outdoors, because flies and other insects that lay eggs around a dog's anus are usually only found outside. Another reason a dog may kick their feet after pooping is that they're trying to clear away any fecal matter that did come out during defecation. Sometimes a dog will pass a small amount of poop during defecation, but there will still be some poop left in their rectum. This can happen for a number of reasons, including diet and hydration. If your dog doesn't consume enough fiber in their diet, their stool can become hard and dry, and they may be unable to pass everything during defecation. The same can be true if your dog isn't drinking enough water. Now, if this happens to your dog, they may start kicking their feet after defecating in order to push the rest of the poop out of their rectum. Now, oftentimes this will just come out as a small ball of poop that looks like a marble or a small coin, but it can sometimes be a little bit larger than that. If this is the case, you may need to take your dog to the vet to have the remaining poop in their rectum manually removed. Now, in some cases, a dog may kick their feet after pooping simply because they're excited to go out and play again. After a dog defecates, they release a hormone called dopamine, which makes them feel good. The release of this hormone can make a dog very happy, and some dogs will even do a little celebratory dance after they finish pooping. Now, this usually happens in young, energetic dogs, so if you have a puppy who's always full of beans and just wants to play, this could be why they kick their feet after pooping. And finally, in some cases, you may see a dog kick their feet after pooping simply because they have excess energy. Dogs need a certain amount of exercise every day in order to stay healthy. If a dog doesn't get enough exercise, they can build up excess energy, which can cause them to be destructive indoors and even lead to obesity. So, if you have a dog who doesn't get enough exercise, this could be why they kick their feet after pooping. In these cases, you should try to increase the amount of exercise your dog gets every day. This can help them burn off any excess energy they have, which may in turn reduce the frequency that they kick their feet after pooping. So those are a few of the most common reasons that dogs kick their feet after pooping. As you can see, there is no one definitive answer to this question, and it really depends on the individual dog. However, if you notice this behavior in your dog and it's accompanied by any of the other symptoms that I mentioned, such as straining during defecation or blood in the stool, you should take your dog to the vet to rule out any underlying medical conditions. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys. Have you ever had a dog that kicked their feet after pooping? And if so, what was the reason behind it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. That really helps us out a lot. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We would really appreciate it. And we have a second channel that we would love for you guys to check out. On that channel, we post videos about all sorts of different animals, including cats, dogs, horses, pigs, goats, chickens, ducks, rabbits, hamsters, birds, reptiles, and more. So if you're an animal lover, we would love for you to check out that channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.